YouTube friends and family, to today's edition of the Wellness Homesteader. So first off, I want to thank everyone who watched my two-part off-grid experiment. You all had some great ideas for ways to do things maybe a little differently or to be a little more prepared. So for that, I thank you. So what am I doing this morning? Well, I have with me some matte black Krylon Fusion all-in-one primer paint. The reason I got this is because it was no more expensive than the non-fusion. So the fusion you can use on like almost any surface. Well, it says any surface. I'm not going to try to read the small print. So what I have here, guys, are some Dollar Tree little haunted houses. And we will be doing fall as well as Halloween crafts. We'll do a little of both. But I am going to go ahead and spray paint all of these on the one side black, let it dry, and then we'll flip them over and do the other side. I'm not sure how many coats it's going to take, but light coats are always best. So let me tip you down here. I'm learning my ring light, guys. See if I can do this without wrecking my dress here. So you always want to shake your spray paint really good. So what I have here is one of these little wooden, this one happens to say it's fall, y'all, but I'm just going to paint over it. I have a big haunted house, a medium haunted house, and two smalls. So I'm going to tuck up my dress. And this should take really well being a wooden thing, but I'm not sure how porous it is. So, whew. Oh, this is what I'm not sure. Oh, well, yeah, hey, that covers really well. Whew. Guys, be sure you do this in a well-ventilated area. Because pewee. And you want to do it on a non-windy day. So a lot of crafts that I do have to be done over a few days. So if you see my clothes change and my hair change, that's because it took me a few days to get this done. So one of the things I can honestly say, y'all, is I had no idea how much work YouTube really was until I became a YouTuber. And it's a lot. So I don't want to get it so thick that it runs, but I can see that it's absorbing some. All right, so we're gonna let this dry. I'll flip it over, we'll do the other side. And today is grass mowing day, so I'm gonna have to slide this over so that it doesn't end up covered with grass. All right, guys, stay tuned. All right, y'all, craft number 2, although we haven't finished craft number 1. So at the Dollar Tree, you can buy these little glass vases for $1.25. What I've done is I took some E6000, and for sake of time, I'm not going to show that, and I just glued a candlestick holder to it, so it looks like this on the inside. One thing I will tell you, if you have trouble getting the goo from stickers off, let me scoot you back a little bit. I feel like I'm right in your face. If you have essential oils, lemon essential oil works really well. If you don't, WD-40 also works really well. You don't necessarily need Goo Gone to get it off. But what I did was I removed the sticker. I washed everything really well with soap and water, let it thoroughly dry. Now, my Dollar Tree did not have any candlestick vases. I did find these at Walmart, which I'm going to use for a different purpose. And the reason I like these is you can put a votive in one end or turn them over and put a taper in it. So I thought, oh, that might actually work really well. But I decided I'm going to use those for a different project. The next thing you're going to need, and what I really like about this project, y'all, you could do it for any holiday. You can change it up. So many seasonal crafts are just that, seasonal. And it's hard to recycle them. And I don't want to just endlessly spend money on craft items, as I might have a pretty good selection as it is. But I thought these are so elegant looking. And I did buy these candlestick holders off Amazon. And guys, I'll link anything I can. Sometimes I can't find things again. So I actually got this at the Dollar Tree, and I really liked it because one side, as you see, is pumpkins. The other side is a little bit more harvest or Thanksgiving. And I particularly like this one because when you're using clinks, see how the edge of this is clear? So I thought this was a great buy for $1.25. I really did. Or, you know, if you want to go Halloween, you can use Halloween clings. If you save your sheet, you can put the clings right back on the sheet and use them over and over and over and over. So I thought this was really pretty. If I can get it open. Okay. Well, maybe. Okay, we're just going to tear the plastic. That's what we're going to do. And these, if you can see, have a little bit of a glitter to them. Can you see that? There you go. You can see it a little bit. So, I think I'm going to go for, and if you see what I mean by the clear edge, let's do a pumpkin. And guys, they just stick. I mean, there's like, this would be a great kind of craft to do with littles. You know, there's all sorts of applications, I think, for this. Now, sometimes it can be a little bit hard to get them started. So just pick at it a little bit. There we go. So let's do maybe a sunflower on this side. And this one's neat because it came with like some little leaves and such so that you can fill it in. Just keep picking, guys. Trust me, it'll come off eventually. Okay, there we go. You can overlap them because they stick to each other. And let's put one more on. And then I'm going to show you one idea for a way of utilizing. So you could put a ribbon around the base of it. But I actually found these, and I will link them. I found these LED candles on Amazon, and I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 for $20. Now, they do take AA batteries, 2 AA batteries, but how cool is that? How lovely is that? Especially, turn off the ring light, you know, in a darkened situation. So I just thought these were quite lovely. And like I said, you can totally change them up dependent on the holiday that you want to do. Get yourself some Christmas clings. I will say that the ones with the clear edge look a bit more elegant, shall we say. So that's a big one. Let's maybe use this one here. It's just so very simple to do. Takes like virtually no effort. So in about 5 minutes time, and like I said, you can also put like some garland around here, like little berry type garland. But that quickly, there you have it. And I really like the LED candles, much less risk. Yes, you do need batteries for it, but no more often than I'll be displaying these, shall we say. These should last all season, no problem, and I still have 7 more candles. And I like the idea of putting the LED candles before you use it in my fireplace on different levels and turning them on for a little ambiance. So a couple ideas for you there. And again, this was so easy. And I think our haunted house idea is going to be pretty cool too. So I hope you'll stay tuned for that. Well, good morning again, days and days later. I've been busy. So I had dropped a note in the community post, actually this morning, it's Wednesday here, that I'm getting some home repairs done. So I'm going to try to film around that. And in some upcoming videos, I'll share some sneak peeks. It's nothing that it's going to be like, wow, it's outdoor work. Well, most of it. I am getting new doors for my side garage, my back doors, which have been a chronic issue with not being well insulated and some rotting trim. But yesterday, for the first time that I think since I've lived here, and I've been here almost 23 years, my second story gutters were cleaned out. Now, they may have done it when they roofed the house. I can't remember, re-roofed the house. So that was like 15 years ago, or 12 or something like that. I don't really remember. So, certain little chores and things that I need to do in order to be of support to the workmen, and also just, being here and saying, okay, here's the plug. Okay, here's the water spigot outlet. So, y'all, just pressure washing the front of the house and the back and the gutters that he did. It looks amazing. But I also have a porch rail that has rotted, or a support post that's rotted just from weather. And so that's going to be replaced, and then everything needs to be painted. So yeah, it's going to be busy. So today I'm not going to have a front door, so I thought, maybe I better get going here. So if you remember earlier in the video, we were working on spray painting these cute little houses, haunted houses. And guys, they dried really quickly. I'm extremely pleased. What I have to decide is, how am I going to place them? What makes the most sense to make it, at least somewhat dimensional? And y'all probably can't tell what I'm doing because I'm doing it facing me. But, okay. Those third arms would come in handy when they... All right, so I'm thinking something like this. Now, one thing, 2 of the houses have a little hole in the top, like for hangers. You could put some wood putty in there, spray paint over it. I'm not concerned about that. But basically, the look that I'm going for is a little bit dimensional. You could also, put some on the front, some on the back. So I'm going to play with it, and then I'm simply going to hot glue these down. And then from behind, I am going to put some little LED battery operated tea lights to give it that spooky effect. So let me play around a little bit with dimensions, and we'll get to gluing it together, and I'll show you what it's going to look like lit up. So what do I have in this? Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces, which would be 6 1/4. And my spray paint, which I didn't use that much, so I still have the rest of the can, and probably a glue stick. So very inexpensive, guys. I already have the tea lights, and yeah, I think it's going to be really neat. I have seen this craft or something similar to it done where people will put like hot glue and then sprinkle glitter. Guys, let me just say a word about glitter. I mean, who doesn't like something sparkly and pretty? I certainly do. But let me tell you, once you bring glitter into the equation, first of all, it's so messy. And you will be sweeping it up for the rest of your natural lifetime. Ask me how I know that, right? But glitter is so bad for the environment because it's a microplastic. So as you're cleaning it up and, you know, perhaps you're using a cleaning cloth and then you rinse it off to get the glitter off, you're putting it into the groundwater, and not to mention how much of it you might be inhaling. I just choose not to use glitter. And in fact, I used a matte paint because I wanted this to look, you know, kind of creepy. So, all right, let me reposition the camera. We'll get to gluing it up and lighting the tea lights or turning on the tea lights, and I'll show you what our final product looks like. So I hope you'll stay tuned. So after playing around with this for a little bit, I kind of decided that to give it a little bit more stability, number one, 2 of these houses have a base on them. I'm gonna put one in the front, one in the back. Then I thought I would put the big haunted house here and the little one here. So I think this will give us some dimension for sure. So it's super simple, guys. I mean, there is like literally nothing to it. I'm just using, this is actually a Gorilla Glue hot glue gun. And yeah, I really like it. It has both a high and a low setting. I have it on high. Guys, I'm at the end of a stick and trying to start another one, so I just have to push on it a little bit. Maybe. Oh, come on with that. Oh, I see. Oh, why? Okay, there you go. Y'all are probably like, use a glue gun much? Whew. That's some stringy stuff. So we've already got some dimension, and this will allow, and y'all, I gotta tell you this. So I bought these LED votive candles from Walmart. I've had them sitting waiting for fall and winter crafts. Do you see anything on here that says battery not included? Why, no. Do you see anything here that says battery not included? No. Requires 1x CR2032 battery included per tea light. Okay. I don't see any included. I'm just waiting for that glue to set up. Yeah. Oh. You gotta pull that little tab thing. Okay. Okay, everything I said about batteries not included, please disregard. Okay, so this seems to be pretty stable. So I'm just gonna put a bead of glue on the bottom of this. So easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That's what I like. Oops. And I'm just gonna hold that for just a moment. So with supervision, this would be a great little activity for kids. They could paint their own haunted houses. You could put a little cellophane in here, paint a ghost on it. There are so many options, but for me, I just kind of want it simple. I think simple is good. Hold this for just a moment. So do you get the dimension of it? Okay, did I glue you to this? No. So how cute is that, y'all? So let's, now that we know how to use them, I thought that I could put these like in between the two. Okay. To light it up. Maybe kind of hide it behind the house, as well as some in the back. And I will give y'all a dark shot here in just a moment. Well, one nice thing about these candles, y'all, see the little screw, it's a little Phillips head. If you have the kit like you fix your glasses with, the little tiny screwdrivers, let's see, you know, something like this, if you don't have one, invest in it, because you can replace these batteries. So, you know, rather than to just pop it into the landfill once the battery dies, these are kind of recyclable. So let's turn the light off and let's see if I can remember where's the light. Oh my word. So how cool is that? Now I have some of the LED pillar candles as well. You could put one behind to kind of light up the high windows, but I think this is super cool. This is gonna go on my mantle and a really fun decoration for Halloween. I hope you all have enjoyed these two very easy Dollar Tree type crafts that really anyone can do. So simple, so inexpensive, so fun. And what I really loved about the vase craft was that it can be changed up and used for year to year, from year to year. And you can certainly add to this, make a Halloween scene. As I said, you know, you could do some highlighting with maybe some gray paint to make it look old. You could expand on the scene. So this is one that I really liked. I wasn't sure how it was going to come out. I may end up filling the holes and touching up the paint, but for a fast $6 craft, I really enjoyed it. If you haven't already, do me a big favor, go ahead and smash that like button. Don't forget to leave me a comment below. What are y'all doing for your fall decor? Do you decorate for Halloween or just for fall? I kind of do a combo, but this year I have really just enjoyed mixing it up so that I don't have to take it all down and put it all back up. Also, if you would leave me another comment below, are y'all interested in seeing a fall decor video, fall/Halloween decor video? I've done them in years past. I will tell you all, I'm not doing as much this year as I've done some years, kind of for a variety of reasons, mainly because I'm having so much housework done. And yeah, you know what it's like when you got construction going and whole door frames coming out and dust and such. So I just thought it might be a little easier to pare it down a bit. All right, guys, I will see you all next week. Enjoy what I hope is cooler weather. Y'all, it was so hot yesterday, I couldn't hardly stand myself. It was 91, but it felt like 152. Not really, but it was quite humid. Hard to tolerate being outside. But it is maybe going to rain today, and then y'all, we are going to have a cool down here in Ohio. And for those of you who are new to my channel, I always forget to do this. My name is Kym. I live in Southwest Ohio in a little rural town. I have trouble with that word. Cedarville, Ohio. So I'm glad you're here. Welcome. We have a lot of newbies. So glad you're here. Thank you to all my returning. All right, guys, I'll see you next week. But until then, be healthy, be well, be blessed. Take care.